Good morning to every student, venerable monks, and ladies and gentlemen. I am Ajahn Dr. Saen Chadaram. Glad to meet all of you after 2 weeks of the Buddhist holiday on Monday. I was not be able to come and take the class due to the last month. A lot of activities in the Buddhist Association of Thailand. Then I could not take a break to give online. One of my duties is the assistance of the Secretary, Assistant Secretary General of the Buddhist Association of Thailand. I have to look after about many activities on the Buddhist Associations of Thailand, but due to very kinds of the departments of faculties of humanities, register academic set me up on Monday. That's very lucky. But I supposed to come here on Monday, but due to the Buddhist holiday is no class in our MCU. But I have to replace on Friday, mostly Tuesday and Friday is usually set up for the ceremony in the Buddhist Association of Thailand for the special occasion. For example, like the significant days of the monarchies and significant days about activities and even the general meeting in Buddhist Association of Thailand, mostly set up in this day. Then I could not take a break because I only assistant, not the head office. I have to depend on my boss in the office. But due to long terms of the concern with the Buddhist university, especially for the Mahachulalongkorn Ratchavidyalaya University, and I am also very thankful to all who may be concerned to appoint me to give opportunity to lectures, especially on the first year, mostly on the first year. For this year, what I have seen here, the numbers of the students, we have like 3 joining room, right? A501, A101 and A301. I'm not quite well understanding, like they join together or only someday they have to move to study in this room. Probably move to study in this room, right? Then For the checking the name list, I will hand over to the leaders of the class, okay? And you will see by yourself who is coming and not coming, and don't too serious, like coming is marked like a okay, or make the right mark like what a Nike, huh? Or acne, they put like that. But if one is not coming, or not be able to come on that day, you just leave it. In the case like if they are not enough for the taking time for examination tests, then I may give option for that. But mostly don't worry about my class. Because never fail in my class. Because I have my determination that I won't give the student fail in my class. Mean I have to take many opportunity to motivate, to cultivate, and to inspire all of you to do activities together. Then no one fail in my class, except one who is not attending to the final exam or not doing for the assignment, because my term is 3 options. The first, attending 10 marks, you got 10 marks for attending the class. If you are listening in each day, like a lecture, any topic for today, we are first introductory to the Pali one. I have given into the group line, right? If you found any topic or if you find out any option to give you opportunity to develop your subject in the terms of Pali, doesn't matter match or not match with the Pali one, anything about Pali. If we mean to Pali, it means two types of the Pali. First, if we talk about Pali, mean we are studying about the grammar, right? Or any topic about Pali, that means Tipitaka. Because Theravada school, we are on the Buddhism that in Theravada school or even some Mahayana school here. But if we are learning here, mean learning the Pali, mean Tipitaka. Tipitaka in Theravada school, the another name of the Theravada we call Pali. The one is the record from the original first seminar or first council in Rajagriha or Rajagriha. "500 monks council together and record through the mount till up to the first record in alphabet in Sri Lanka. And after that, keep collection about the commentator about the commentary, many general together. This we call Theravada school or Theravada, or another name, Pali. If we talk about the Pali, it means two things. One, grammar, studying about the Pali. Because the Pali is not own language, but the language that record Tipitaka, maybe coming from Makati or Makat or Prakati or many languages in local in that area. When those languages record teaching of Lord Buddha, Pali means taking care or record or keep the teaching of Lord Buddha. Later on, it becomes Pali. Pali, we are studying right now language. We are studying right now Tipitaka. We know that. We are known that Pali. For my class, I tried to offer much as I know, according to the textbook, collecting from many schools of the authors or the writer. Some are part of the Pali studying in Thailand. Due to I was a novice and monk also, altogether 21 years in the monkhood. During I was studying in India and I ran out of the budget, I came back to Thailand. Request for my preceptor, disrobe to become a layman, and I ran for the tourist agency, collecting the money and studying till I finished my PhD in India. All together studying in India 20 years. After I disrobed and mostly concerned about the two universities, Buddhist universities. One of the challenge, one of the exciting to be part of the follower member in the committees on religion in the Thai Parliament. 2539 Buddhist era. I have been appointed to be one of the staff who is going to launch the bill or the act of the two Buddhist universities. Two Buddhist universities, I hope that all of you already know. Mahachulalongkorn Ratchavidyalaya University and Mahamakut Buddhist University. These two universities, like granted by the royal or monarchy, more than 100 years, but no one grant the certificate. When I was a monk, because up to the chance, up to the choice, or up to the chance more, they're not allowed monks to study in the other university. Even you are finished from the like a grade 12, or in Thai we call Matthayom. Matthayom means for the intermediate study. If you have already finished from that Matthayom, but you are not allowed to study in the out of the campus of the Buddhist Sangha, then only one way to study in the Buddhist university. Even though some part of the officers, or we call official government, or some of the private company, they won't accept for our certificate or for our academic system. Then that day is very well known like barbarian, or we call barbarian university, mean undeveloped university, not granted by the government, not granted by the Sangha, not granted by any officers. But due to the monarchy looked very future forward after King Rama V being allowed to the foreign country, and King Rama found the school, even the primary school in the temple, first primary school in the temple, but usually other school already in the campus of the king of the monarchy. Mostly the the royal member and the children of the officers in the kingdom only opportunity to study. But the king looked for the opportunity for the normal people, for the general people. They have no opportunity to study. Then the king found a school in the temple, in Wat Mahan Naparam in Bangkok, the first school in in Thailand. They ran out of the teachers. Most of the teachers, some of them disrobed from the monk. Some of them study, those days already study, we call the system of the Dhamma Academy or academic of the Dhamma study. We call Naktham in those days. Even the Naktham 3, the first step, there are three. First Naktham 3, the second Naktham 2, and the third Naktham 8. Mean like the bachelor degree, master degree, and PhD. But even some of those monks only study in Naktham 3, mean the first step. Because like a traditional Buddhism in Thailand, most of the men or the boy wants ordained to become a novice or monk. Maybe member or beloved in the family die, or maybe both parents die. The children, mostly the boy, because the girl have no school to welcome that yet. The boy have nowhere to go, no members of family to adopt, nowhere to go. Those boys come to the temple, and some of them ordained to become novice, some of them ordained to become monk and study, some of them studying, but mostly studying. If the school or the temple is available for the teachers to teach Naktham, when some of them pass only Naktham 3, the first step, when they disrobe, because maybe some of them found a new job after ordained for some years, then found a job, or got adopted by the noble family, and then they disrobe, and maybe they got married. Those days, these monk or ex-monk or the lay, but in Thai we call bandit or tit, only one word, tit. Tit means is the brief or abbreviations of the word bandit. Bandit means scholar. Because only the monk, only the one who are ordained to become monk have opportunity to study. For the writing, for the studying in the Dhamma or the teaching of Buddha. And then those only qualify to be a teacher. They teach at least the young generation to read and write. But beyond the read and write, those teachers give them morality. The children are in morality, good behavior. And then school expanding from one temple, the first temple, to another temple. For example, like Wat Mahanaparam, then to another temple again and again and again, all over the country. The teachers, very few of them graduate from the Western. During the Buddhist era, about 2438 something, mean before the capital of Bangkok is known. Those days they known only Ratana Kosin. You know the Ratana Kosin? Ratana Kosin is after decline, after defeat by the Alongpaya in Myanmar, in Ayutthaya, then found a new capital in Bangkok, the name Krung Thon. 28 years Krung Thon then declined, then found another capital called Ratana Kosin. During changing in this capital, those days the invasion or the influence from the Western, you know the Western, those days, England, French taken over in the East, England taken over on the West, Thailand in the middle, almost taken over Thailand too. But due to the King Rama V, very pretty clever, we could say that, or very general to the people, very kind of him. Okay, if the British want some part cut off, like a 12 Panna over there, cut off in Malaysia, something like that. Or French want to take over, cut off some part of the Menam Khong, the river Khong, or Khong River to the east, and some part into the Cambodia border, like this. Thailand suffered a lot, but due to the conceptual thought of the King Rama V want to develop Thailand to get away from the barbarian. You know the barbarian? The Western people always claim that the East is so much barbarian, mean undeveloped. That's why the word to give and to found the school is starting in Thailand. I talked today about the Pali, but I give some of the general knowledge about Thailand. Thailand is not as much like you see right now. Our former king, our beloved king, have to divorce their life, to struggle, to fight, and to do up to this day. We never run out of the monarchy from this kingdom. Even only a few days is defeated by our neighbor. For example, like Alongpaya or some of the other part. But that like a neighbor. Don't talk about the neighbor. Even the one family also fighting, right? Many members of the one family just fighting, just wanted to take advantage of another one. When the borders or the countries is nearby, that is natural thing, that not beyond the teachings of Lord Buddha. Nothing beyond the tanha, mana, and titi. Most of the world is cannot going to be the peaceful like a venerable monk try to walk all over the world, walk for peace, Even the dog also looking and standing to walk for the peace also. Not just only human being, even the dog, But not just only peaceful of the human being, but peaceful of all being. The dog, aloga, may be representative of the animal, but among the representative of the teachings of Lord Buddha or Dhamma and Vinaya, to look forward for the peaceful of all being. But how could, even I was appointed to be part of the committee on the religion on the time that 2 Buddhist universities are barbarian. This word is all in my mind, And when I got opportunity to be that part of the members, very kinds of our senior in committee on religion could defeat and could find a solution to grant the 2 Buddhist university in the 2540. The first act issue for the 2 Buddhist university, and after that, the government grant for the sponsorship, give some budget for the running 2 Buddhist university for a few decades. Got a lot of budget, but later on, maybe the government think that some of the students can support for the studying, then they reduce some of the budget. But it's still well known to the world that 2 Buddhist University is the world Buddhist, the leader of the world Buddhist University, to give opportunity from the people even today. Even the lay student also can come and study, but those days not allowed. Only the monk who could pass the Pariyantam or we call the Pali grade, at least Pali grade 3, that be able to give the admission to study in the 2 Buddhist university. But now, very good opportunity can give to all the lay students, not just only the Buddhist country, non-Buddhist country also can come and study in this 2 Buddhist university. That I think the opportunity for all of you to be one part of the member of the Buddhist university, and for the next generations who is going to give and to learn, mean to learn and give, or to give and learn. Both are going together. Without giving, not be able to learn. Without learning, not be able to give. Both are taken and given both together. First of all, I was not be able to attend for the orientation on 23rd last month also, and not be able to attend the class for the 2 Mondays already passed. Today, I would like to congratulations and welcome to all of you to become part of the Buddhist University, especially for the Mahachula Longkorn Ratchavidyalaya University. To be the first year student who could pass the test and study here. I hope that the 4th years studying here could give you a lot of opportunity to develop yourself in the way of the teachings of Lord Buddha and give you the experience about the other subject subject that going to be concerned to your life, because both subject, Buddhist subjects and the lay people or the official subject that going to concern with our country also need to be teaching in this university. Then no matter, you could be like a crocodile or you could be like a duck. You know duck? Duck could be fly in the sky. Duck could be swim in the water. Crocodile too could jump into the river and walking on the floor, on the land. Or maybe you could be like aeroplane. You could fly in the sky, could landing into the airport. Your life too. You've been studying here. You could develop yourself no matter you be a monk, still be a monk, or you be a lay people. You could develop yourself through way of life. You know, I have one experience. When I disrobed in 2537, I got opportunity to develop myself through the radio and television broadcasting. When I talk on the radio or I do telecast on the television, many people asking me, why don't you ordain to become a monk? You keep talking about the Buddhism, about the Dhamma. I say, if I disrobe, I already disrobe. If I want to come back again to become a monk, then who will talk you on the behalf of the lay people? Then they have nothing to claim. They have nothing to say. Because those days, very few one who disrobed from the monk could talk smartly, could say that, okay, smartly. Most of my friends, when they disrobe, some of them force me, hey, sir, you already disrobe. You must drink some. You must drink some. Don't be too serious. Don't too tension. I say, no, I could not drink. Because, you know, I already get drunk before I ordained to become a novice. I drank for 3 days. I feel unconscious for 3 days with the alcohol, local alcohol, you know. One of the traditional in Thai remote area, they don't have much labor, local. They don't have much money too. When they farm the rice, during the month the rice is ready to cut, ready to harvest, and they don't have much money to pay to the labor. And they make alcohol, local alcohol. We call lao khao. Lao khao means very much like the Japanese alcohol, with the white color, made of the milk, the rice milk. Yeah. Very, very sweet and very good taste. You know, I was a young boy, about 13, 14 years old. My goodness. They go, okay, we have to share for the having the rice. They call all the boys, more than 100 of them, you know. They go together like one of the plat of the land. Then they go together like about 3, 4, 5, 6 men together, cutting, having together, and then we sing the song and we playing some of the game. make entertain and having the rice, and another entertain giving the alcohol. You know, I was a boy, very innocent boy, you know, and no trick at all. They hand me one, okay, finish one class, and then they go to another part, and then they come back again, okay, like this, you know. I don't know how many classes. After finish the harvest rice, then I feel unconscious for 3 days. I lay down for 3 days, I know nothing. When I woke up after 3 days, you know, anyone hand me alcohol, no matter the local alcohol or the very strong alcohol in the market. When I sip one, then threw out all. After that, I was 13, 14, 15, for 16, 15 and 16 years old, because those days I was a hunter, really. I was a hunter because of my family. You know, more than my family, I have 14 members in my family, all my brother and sister. And 2 of them died before I grown up. And we ran out of the food. You know how many members? 14 members in the family. My father's, he was ordained a monk more than 5 years. He very rare to kill the animal to become food for us, you know. And then I was young, very young. We play in the floor, in the field. When my father plowing the land, frog, crab, shell, many animals. I carry the stick, and when the plowing, pushing the land, you know, then frog and the crab is jumping. I hit 1, 2, 3. Then my mom cooked, and we got the food to eat. I know nothing. It's sin. I know nothing. I didn't know that is a sin. That is wholesome or unwholesome. I didn't know. I knew only if I kill them, my member family get the food to eat. I know only that. Someday, when I grown up, about 12, 13 years old, I went to the jungle with my uncle to learn how to hunt the bigger animal. Sometimes I walk on the jungle overnight. You know the boy, still very sleepy boy. And I walk together along with my uncle. And my uncle, he have a big torch and checking the animal and hunt them. Sometimes I walk, after long term walk, then I fall asleep. Have you ever watched the movie in Chinese movie? When the goat is running? Have you ever seen that? The goat running. When the Mahayana Buddhist monk, they wanted to bring the goats to somewhere. They ring the bell, like, then the goat jumping and running, and it's go only one step, right? Not far. Then like this, and during I walk, because it's sleepy, and I take up my left foot and go only one step. Sometimes the tree fall down, and it's lay like this. I could not pass the tree. Then I punched the tree and fell down. Then my uncle very angry. Okay, you don't go. You sleep here. You know, I didn't know. Just nowhere in the jungle. He put me to sleep. Then he cut the branch of the tree and cover me. Then I sleep for a few hours after he go, and then he come back almost in the morning, and then he wake me up and come home like this. I do like this, get food, get animal to sell and to make food for the member of the family. I think you don't expect for your life this day no more. You will not be able to get this experience because those days, most of the beasts or animals everywhere in the jungle. Even you go in the river, you just put your hand on the curb of the stone, of the wood of the tree, you will find out the fish. But now, nowhere. Because they all killed. Not just only common sin killed. Some of them put the poison into the farm. They put into many kinds of the poison. Sometimes they kill the grass. You know when they kill the grass, what happened? A lot of animals were killed. Those days, notice everywhere. And even very dangerous too. From here to the mountain, we call Khao Yai. You know Khao Yai, right? Khao Yai is what called Dong Phaya Phai. Dong Phaya Phai means the mountains of the fire. Fire means not just only the fire burning, but those areas is very dangerous. Animal, even the local spirit. If anyone walk through that area, maybe got killed by the local spirit, or maybe tigers, or maybe malaria fever, many of them got killed in this area. This flat of the Chao Phraya going up to the the Khao Yai mountain, not easy to go and come. But due to those days, Thai Buddhist monk, we call Tudongka monk, or the monk whose authenticity, mean the one who practice following the teachings of Buddha, they prefer to go to the mountain and practice for the meditation, more dangerous and more peacefulness for them. Because of that, like Luang Pu Man or Luang Pu Thep Lok Udon, like this, many Buddhist monks go into the deep jungle and practicing during the summer season. Because in the rainy season, they won't stay because more dangerous than normal. But in the summer season, it's okay. It's a good area to traveling for the searching. If you are studying in the Tipitaka, this is one of the topic that why do I teach the Pali in the first year, but I didn't pay much to the grammar. Only I have given you some grammar in the textbook on the Satipatthana Sutta. Have you seen, right? That only to start because I already knew that the second year, third years, and fourth years, some of the teachers who good in Pali grammar are there. But I want to give you like a foundation, the principle foundations of the Pali. Pali is not just only the grammar. The Pali means everything to the teachings of Buddha. If we take care of the Pali, means we take care of the Buddhism. Now, don't expect that the one who study Pali only the Buddhist country. No more. Now, many countries around the world, they learn Pali. Because only one way to go straight to the teachings of Lord Buddha is Pali. Doesn't mean only grammar. It means to everything. For example, if you are studied in linguistics, have you ever heard about linguistics? The linguistics, when I was studying in English literatures in India, one of the main subjects in my English literatures is linguistics. When we are studying about the linguistics, I wonder that how could the linguist man or the teachers or the one who invent the subject linguistic, they give general linguistic is cover to everything. Like even the philosophy also in there. Philosophy in linguistic or linguistic in philosophy. Literatures also in there. Or like anthropology and archaeological, everything in linguistic, That means during the influence from the Middle East, who coming first to the India? Do you have in your mind? The influence or the invasion or the influence or the cover or the colonial to come to India. First is Alexander, right? Alexander, emperor, the most developing those days in the Europe or European. And after Alexander came into India, and then he on the way back died. And most of the troops of him still rule in Afghanistan, Pakistan, up to some part of India. And later on, King Menanders, or in Pali we call Milinda, in English they call Menander. And later on, like a Turk come into India. And later on, British. Those developing countries come to India and developing technique, and the local adapt the colonial technologies and develop in India. And one of the developing, because those countries, they are not Buddhist. They are not Buddhist. When they come to the local in India, they found the knowledge in Buddhism. The Middle East, the European, developing a lot of technologies. But in India, developing a lot of idealism or idea philosophy. Then, but due to the local wisdom in India is not belong to their belief. They don't put into 100% in the way of the thinking in India. Then they develop into the new innovation. One of those, linguistic. They put into linguistic. When I study in linguistic, then my brain is blow up like, wow, how could they think of this knowledge? But on the behalf of Buddhist people, on the behalf of the Buddhist student in India, I was thinking that, wow, this is a great idea. But if in the Buddhist way of life, if we could bring the linguistic to carry on Buddhism into the Western, or if we bring the linguistic to carry on the literatures in Buddhism, I think that the world truly find out the peacefulness. But don't expect, because even the Buddhist country also still killing each other. Don't expect, because never going to peaceful without noble Sangha. Mean if every Buddhist cannot entering into the first stream of the noble What is the first stream of the noble? Sotapanna, right? Sotapanna. A lot of technical terms we are going to learn step by step, okay? Today just only introduction. Only introduction. But I didn't put much for the grammar today yet. The next day I will bring the Evame Suttam for everybody to read. What I have learned that bring the true sample, then ask you to read. And then to learn the grammar later on, like we are learning English. We are learning English, right? We start like, what is this? This is a cat. What is that? That is a cat. Like this. Sample, step by step. And the same thing, I bring the Satipatthana Sutta, Evame Suttam, for you to read. And the sample of the reading give you an example of the grammar in there. And not just only the grammar. The Evame Suttam or Satipatthana Suttam is the most... Sorry, I have to check the time. Oh, we have time. We have to check for the everything in Evame Suttam. Because the Sila is in there, the Samadhi is in there, the Panya or the wisdom is in there. Mean the practicing through the moralities, through the meditation, through the Vipassanā or wisdom is in there. The first year, if we have opportunity to get to know about this before you get into deeper into the studying, it will bring you for the, like a crocodile. Crocodile can be walk on the land. Crocodile can jump into the water. The bird or the duck can fly into the sky, maybe not too far, but the duck is still flying, right? And the duck can be swim in the water and walk on the land. If we know all these things about the Pali, we know about what is the Sila, what is the Samadhi, what is the Panya, then you can develop yourself wisdom through the fourth year, first to the fourth year, studying firmly, without checking, without headache, without headache. Then I thought that we start slowly, first introductory to the Pali 1, not just only jumping into the 100% of the grammar. Come in, sir. Welcome.
So I have some problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Actually, I'm third year, but this EP1 I didn't study because I transferred from education from here, and I have to restudy this subject again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my new.
Okay, and you want a morning room, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can write here. You can sit down and write. Okay, pen.
I have discussed with you here today. We have another class from.
It's okay. And you join the line. You ask to the leaders of the class and join the lines, and always giving
Assignment.
assignments and informations in there. Okay. Even you're not attending in the class, just let me know that if your class is running another class, and let me know. It's okay. Okay. Sorry for a little bit interruption from our classmate for the third year student. Some of the students on the third years not be able to attending the Pali, or some of the subjects you need to develop, have to put the name into your class and as like a newcomer. And I would like to all of you welcome to both of you, of him or of them. And for my class, as I already know, I would like to ask the leaders of the class, admit them to the line too, in the case of they need the information, and I will give the information through the line. Okay? Yes? Pardon? Yeah, leader, who is the leader of the class? Who the leader of the class? Otherwise, can you give them, admit them to the class, or have to ask for the registrar? Have to ask for the registrar academic? I'm not sure. You have to ask for the registrar maybe, because the registrar have to give the name into the group lines, or I'm not sure the leader can do or not. Can do admit them to the group line or not? Can you? Otherwise, if not, then you ask for the registrar. Dr. G, you ask Dr. G, okay?
We already register and pay our money.
Yeah, but to ask the Dr. G, put you into the group line name, okay? Then you can get the information from us, okay? Okay. Thank you. Sorry, Kosala and Govinda Sara. Okay. Okay, we still have time. We still have time for the class. I will give you up to 10:40. You have time enough to attend for the dining hall? 10:40 is okay? Okay. And thank you. Okay, now I have given the first introductory about the Pali one that is Barbarian University. Now should be proud for all of you, no more barbarian. Okay? And the second, for my studying, I divided into 3 parts. Okay? Through 3 parts. First, attending to the class 10 marks. And the second, any topic I talk in daily life or in every Monday or Friday. Someday on Friday, if the Monday is a Buddhist holiday, I will give you lecture online. Maybe I bring you to visit like a significant temple, for example, like Wat Arun, like this, Wat Arun Rajawararam, or the Temple of Dawn, or maybe Wat Saket, or the Golden Mount, or maybe Wat Prachetupon, Vimon Mangalaram, or Wat Po, like that. If the foreigner have to visit all those temples, you have to pay 200 baht. But if I bring you there, if you are monk, no need to pay, right? If you are monk, or if you are lay student, if you keep talking in Thai, then we don't need to pay, right? But most of the Western or the tourists, you have to pay 200 baht. And I visit because I have my career. I'm a tour guide and tour leader. I have both license, tour leaders and tour guide for the international guide in English. Because of that, I can do both. I can do both for in the class, or maybe I bring you to visit any like a tourist site. You don't need to come along with me, but today we have the Google Meet, we have the Facebook, we have the camera file live. But due to today, the camera file live, I cannot do recording. Today then I do on the recording with the Facebook. I trying to do, after finish for the lecture, I've been back to my office, I will upload into my external. Then I will edit again on the YouTube, on the video. Then I may put back into YouTube, Line, or TikTok, or Reel, or any social channel. Then you can rewatch again about our class. Due to the new technology, since the COVID-19 spreading over the world have invention another technology for us. Can be obstacle or interrupt for our way of life, or can be developed also. Be both. For example, if you are at Zoom for developing, it will give a lot of opportunity for you to develop yourself. Or if you give yourself to assume as you are develop your stupidity, also can do. It depends on what you do for. Like Buddhism, the Lord Buddha have given both wholesome and unwholesome. Kusala Dhamma, Akusala Dhamma, Apayagata Dhamma. Right? Both in morals and immoral. But moral for the developing more and more. Immoral means not to undeveloped, just getting to know what is good and what is bad. Good, giving more developing. For bad, stop developing or cut the way to develop the bad activities, akusala dhamma. This is about the teachings of Buddha. No matter how the scientific develop new technologies for us, but more developing for us, we still adapt into the way of developing. According to the teachings of Buddha, we call bhavana, right? Samadhi bhavana or Vipassanā bhavana can be both. To develop the Samadhi bhavana means to develop meditation, or Vipassanā bhavana means to develop the wisdom. Can do both. But to develop this Samadhi bhavana and Vipassanā bhavana cannot be developed if without morality. The morality is like a foundation. Foundation of this building, the common G complex, or the complex building, or the foundation of the stupa, or the foundations of the Mavaka hall. Every foundation keep the firm of the building. The same as they are, the moralities keep the firm to develop samadhi bhavana and Vipassanā bhavana. According to the bhavana in teaching of Lord Buddha, there are 4. Have you ever heard about the 4 bhavana? 4 bhavana. Bhavana is in English mean developing or development or the way of develop. 4 bhavana is you can make to develop anything. The first we call kaya bhavana. In Pali word, kaya bhavana. You see, kaya bhavana. Kaya is the body, physical. More than 80% in Thai language are developing from Pali. But due to Thai been developing Thai language from several or multiple original language, for example, Pali, Sanskrit, Pali and Sanskrit, Cambodia, or now English also in there. Many English word, it become Thai language, really. But to be like official, when those language or those words are granted or invented by the Institute of the Royal or the Royal Institute, that for the invent the language. Mean Thai language also keeping developing and invent day by day, not dying. Even one of the Thai language, Kaya Bhavana. Kaya also used in Thai. In Pali also Kaya. But in English, physical body. Right? Physical body developing or physical body development. Kaya Bhavana, developing of the physical, divided into 2. Divided into 2. The first, individual Kaya Bhavana or individual physical Bhavana or individual physical development. And the second, social development or social physical development. Mean the first in Pali, Pacceka Bhavana, and another word, Sankham or Sanghama or social. Sanghama in Pali, but now it become Thai, Sankham. You see, many words from Pali become Thai. Social development. For example, for the individual or in the Pacceka Bhavana, one of us want to develop oneself. Now, if you see many sport, the world sport, developing through the meditation, right? No matter like a very well-known golf Tiger Woods like this, and he have to do meditation before he practice on the golf, or many sports in the world, they develop. In this situation, I would like to give a little bit of self-experience, my self-experience. Maybe can be good examples or can be some of the example for you or not, I'm not sure. But at least I can come up to this day. You know, from the boy is not be able to read and not be able to write and only know how to hunt the animal. But due to the first year ordained to become a novice when I was 16 years old, I have opportunity to learn the Dhamma. And when I learn the Dhamma, that is only the first exciting of learning the words of the Buddhism. When I learn the word from the teachers in the classroom like this, my teachers say about the itiviti, you know itiviti? In Pali, itiviti, Pali word. Do anyone have ever heard about this word? Iti means successful. Viti means way or how. If we translate into English, should be magic way or supernatural power way of developing. When I learn about the activity or supernatural power, I learn from the teacher. The teachers explain about what is the activity. Then I wonder in my mind that, wow, how could be that? How could be that excellent? The human being can do that kinds of the supernatural power? I wonder in my mind, but I dare not. I dare not to argue the teacher. I dare not enough to argue to the teachers or to ask the teacher, sir, how could it be in that much supernatural power? How can a human being can do that? I wanted to keep the arguing, but I cannot, because I just only first studying about the word activity, and then he said Vipassanā. Have you ever heard about the Vipassanā? Mean the divine eye. Mean you can see through. Anyone walking, you can see through the bone without obstacle. You can see through the sky without the ceiling. You can see through the universe without blocking by this space. That we call Vipassanā, divine eye. And Vipassanā, the divine ear or supernatural power through the ear. Anyone could sit you 100 kilometers from here, but you could listen what the gossip is say about you. Anyone blame you, you could hear that. How that supernatural power, how that powerful, that's so much excellent, I was thinking, but I could not say it to my teachers. Then, when I finished the test for the Nattam 3, first year, then I supposed to disrobe from the novice, because the lay local village, usually they ordain just only 1 year, and then they have to disrobe and help the family to do in the farm. But my lucky, I got opportunity, and then we learned some if you ordain to become a novice or a monk, if you are going to disrobe, if you are not purified, if you are not good enough, okay, maybe we have about 20 minutes more. I would like to give this name list to the leader to check the name, okay? Can the leader bring and check the name? And we have only about 19 minutes more before getting for lunch. Then I talk again about the supernatural power. This is an opportunity. I was the most lucky man, the most lucky boy in the village, the most luckiest boy in the village. Then I have a belief that if we have to purify ourselves into of the traditional ceremony performing, we call Parivasakam. You know Parivasakam? In Myanmar have or not, I don't know. When I reached there, due to I was a novice, you can give the mark as you know here, your friend, or you hand over to all of them, check their name. For everyone, check their name. And if you come, then I didn't write down the date. You put on the first roll that you come, okay, mark. And I got a novice, or I've been a novice. Then I don't have to do anything, just learning meditation. The teachers will be the leaders of the Vipassanā. I'm not quite sure. I could not follow which temple. If I didn't mistake Wat Soi Thong or Wat praying Vipassanā, I'm not quite sure. For these two temples, there are two masters give the instructions about the Samadhi Vipassanā in Buriram province. When I was a novice and I sit down and meditate and developing for Samma Arahant or Puttho in that day, I'm not quite sure. When I'm doing that, for the first about 10 days continuously, because novice, we don't have to do like a manat, or we don't have to do like a parivasakam. The novice only chanting and meditating. After 10 days, then I got very deep into meditation. When I got deep into meditation, then I feel like every doubt, every question, when I have learned Ittiviti, Manomayitti, Tippachaksu, Tippasod like this, is disappear. No question at all. It's clear to my mind that, wow, that is true. Then continuously, 5 days more, after finish the 5 days more, my mind is like engaged into the meditation. The two masters say that, novice, would you like to go with us again? We have 15 days more in Nakhon Ratchasima. I was first in Nang Rong district, Buriram province. The second is Dan Quyen district, Nakhon Ratchasima province. When I came to Nakhon Ratchasima province, I got a very good place to sit in the bank of the river. And very big tree. Then I cleared the ground next to the tree and firmly and sit there. I sit again and again about 10 days, continuously performing with the monk and novice. But the last 5 days, I wouldn't get up. I was sitting the same place for 5 days, without food, without bathroom, without water, continuously sit. But you know, that day, 5 days, I had my eye like a divine eye. I could see anything I expect to see. I could assume to the mountain, through the mountain, and can make the small items in the mountain bigger into the mountain. During that moment for 5 days, without food, without water, without get up, without bathroom, then any activity around me in that island, I get to know everything. I got to know everything. But the last moment, the announcer said that now the last day, please invite every monk and novice come and farewell, saying farewell together. You know, in that moment, I knew, but in my mind, it said to me that, no, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. But the answers coming, I could say that, no, I know afterward, after that day, then I wanted to find out why, what, how could be that? Then I go back home, you know. When I go back home after finish that 5 days, then I reach home, then I ask for my father, Father, could I stay more to be a novice? Then he allowed me to stay, you know. That day I was 16 years old. Then because of that, I reached up to today. Because I wanted to search how to do that. How could I reach that? How could I get that again? How could I get that happiness again? But you know, the contemplation, I came to know afterward. After I learned again and again from novice 16 years old up to 37 years old. Then what I gain? I got migraine in my head. I got migraine. I got my stomach ache. Many disease come to me because I practice too serious. But I could not learn from any monk, any senior. Oh, Saen, you must do that, you must do this. I could not learn. I don't know. You know, from 16 years old up to 37 years old, then I will tell all of you again for the next class. How could I get out from that? Stuck. I stuck 16 years old up to 37 years old. Even I go to India, because I expect that when I go to the Holy Land of Buddha, I will get that supernatural power again. You see? But I reached there and I stayed there for 20 years, but I still stuck in there. How? Next time for the introductories, I will give you opportunity. If I have more time, I will put only a little after the class. And I'll try to give another next class on Vipassanā Sutta. And then grammar together, slowly. And we'll develop all of you to be great in this subject. You will be firmly walk through the Pali. And one remark in your mind that Pali is not just only the grammar. Pali is not just only Tipitaka. Pali is not only teaching of Lord Buddha. The Pali means everything for our life. Without the Pali, then see what is happening in the future. Okay? And thank you very much for you be patient together today. And thank you for some of the venerables and some and some of our venerable monk from other country also watching our lectures for the first Pali one in MCU today. For the 6th of July 2530 or 69. For today, thank you for everyone who be patient and waiting for 2 classes on Buddhist holiday and see today. And see you again the next Monday. This month, no Buddhist holidays, okay? We will see every Monday. Thank you very much. See you again. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. See you again.